Ladies, gents, and gender queers, what's good, baby? I'm glad that you are here. Welcome to day 28 of 31 Days of Horror Movies. I can't believe we're about to end. That's wild. Today, we are watching the original Psycho movie that came out June 1960. We gonna watch, we gonna comment, and we gonna talk about it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, it's some psycho scary shit. Oh my God. I think that was one of the best horror films I have ever watched. Oh my God. I'm not even being dramatic, like, wow. Okay. Psycho is a 1960 American horror film produced and directed by Alfred Hitchcock. Film master, genius. The screenplay, written by Joseph Stefano, you wrote that, was based on the 1959 novel of the same name by Robert Bloch. The film stars Anthony Perkins, Jeanette Leigh, Vera Miles, Gavin and Martin Balsam. The plot centers on an encounter between an on-the-run embezzler, Marion Crane, who was Jeanette Leigh, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing performance, and shy motel proprietor Norman Bates, who was played by Anthony Perkins. I'll get to him. And its aftermath, in which a private investigator Balsam, Marion's lover Sam Loomis, fine, Mr. Gavin, fine, and her sister Lila, who was Vera Miles, also did her thing, also fine, investigates her disappearance. Okay, let's talk about it. I wanna start with Alfred Hitchcock. His directing and producing of this film is incredible. This movie came out in 1960. What he was able to do with a continuous shot that looked like he was continuing a shot when it was just, there were so many illusions. How he used sound. There was one shot where, what's her name? Oh my gosh, where Marion Crane, where she is driving after she's stolen this money, and you can hear what other people are saying, so that he's progressing the film along while you're also getting what's happening behind the scenes. The usage of numbers, the money that she was that she was trying to get to be on this run, and it started with sin. It started with adultery. It started with these two hooking up, these two lovers who shouldn't be lovers but are lovers, and how that continues to greed, and this man trying to hit on her, and she's stealing his money, and she on the run, and then she meets Norman Bates. And once I saw Bates Motel, I said, oh, that's where Bates Motel came from. This film, I'm so like passionate and emotional because I love great cinema. I did not know what to expect. And like, we've all heard the iconic Psycho underscore. We've all seen the dun 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 with the stabbing. But to see what happens after that, to see Anthony Perkins, his performance in this movie, I wonder if he won an Oscar. He had to have, and not that Oscars mean that you did a great job, or that, attests as you being an amazing actor, but his performance was layered. When we met him, there was something off, but we really didn't know. And then you're hearing this mother's voice, and like, you're seeing him, and he's like this, linky, nerdy kid. what this film unraveled to, his performance, I'm not off that, bro. He ate this performance up. Oh man, and even when I had an inkling, still, I was not expecting him to be in that wig. And it was confusing me because I was like, oh, maybe it is him, but wait, I'm hearing his mother's voice. He was doing his mother's voice. This motherfucker. And to the investigator, how each person was dying and what they came with at the end, that he's got two split personalities. It was him and his mother. And the dominant force in his brain, how he made up this lie that he told people that his mom poisoned her lover and herself, but really he was jealous because his mom was always on his head and it was only them two, and his mom got a lover, and so he went and killed the mom and the lover. It pushed him over the edge, and he didn't want to live with what he did, so he created a personality within his brain and walked as his mother, talked as his mother. He even stole her corpse from the gravesite. This is one of the best horror films I've ever watched. Ever. And you know, with a lot of these films that people are so, oh my gosh, this is film. I sometimes am like, okay, you know, because a lot of people be thinking a lot of stuff is mediocre. Well, a lot of people be thinking a lot of stuff is amazing when it's actually people just doing mediocre shit and they call it amazing because they look whatever the standard should be. But yo, this writing, the acting, the storytelling, the use of sound, how there was this lurking over Marion as she was doing this escape, and these men, and how these men kept, you know, just the gross side of what men can do, where they make a woman feel so sexualized and feel like an object and feel like there's something that they own. And the fact that she met her demise at the hands of a man who liked her and was probably, I don't know what he was going to do, but then the mother in him was jealous of, he had to make the mother in him jealous of him while he was jealous of the mother being with other men. I am thoroughly impressed. And there were things I saw in this film. Yo, bro. If you have not watched Psycho, go watch it. Do you see where this movie has got me? I'm not tired. I am thoroughly impressed, and gosh, man, this movie was so good. Oh, it was nominated for 4 Academy Awards. Did it win? Bruh. Yeah. They ate this up. I'm not off Anthony Perkins. He and also Jeanette, she brilliant performance. Easeful. Like everybody was given a master class. Easeful performances. There was no overdoing. It was easeful. And it lured you kind of in that way. And the fact that Norman liked to stuff birds and collect these items, and he's done the same thing with his mom, and he's hidden he also had killed 2 other girls prior to this, and girls that he probably was interested in, how the hotel was off the side, and how we continued to catch him in this lie. This movie's brilliant. It is a fucking 11 out of 10. And I'm not even kidding. This movie is great. I am blown away. I am blown away. I would love to play Norman Bates. Watch It Happens. Baby, what a role. Now I want to go watch the Bates Motel TV show. Goodness. On a lighter note, join us for day 29 where we are going to be watching The Blackening. Baby, this fucking movie was so good. I feel like I'm a student in film class, and my world has just been rewritten. Now I understand why Jordan Peele is a fan of Hitchcock and all the greats. Hitchcock was in his bag. Baby, I'll see you. Okay, bye-bye. Wow.